Gabba gabba, hey drunken cock fans, this is Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming from the Drunken Under Quarantine Show, and we're here to announce that you have found and stumbled upon our show. We're very happy to have you. If you found this on podcast platforms, you will be sorely disappointed in the magic entertainment. However, the video will be uploaded to YouTube and Facebook. Remember, this show is an adult show, contains adult content. Have fun, stay safe, stay drunk, stay underwhelming. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. You stumbled on episode 42 of the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. We're live on the show. We got Mike Gray with us. GW's here. Collen is on a workcation, so unfortunately he will not be joining us tonight. The island boy is down near the water, down by the river. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about, to get into, so I will see you guys in the show. Cheers.
Show me your tits. This is a weird show.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. I'm, of course, Hickory the Drunken Underwhelming. It's episode 42 of the Drunken Under Quarantine Show. We got Mike Gray here. GW's with me, of course. My comrade, always here for me. We had a great show on Saturday. Thanks for everybody who dropped by. We had a full house. It was fun. Anyways, we got a lot to talk about. We're going to get into a principal in Vermont who said some ridiculous shit over the airwaves of his intercom. We're going to talk about the Super Bowl, because why wouldn't we? We're going to talk about the truckers up in Canada. Stay on that story. We're going to talk about Alec Baldwin. Finally, we're going to talk about Rogan, because, you know, that's a good thing. And Sean said, good evening, mother duckers. Yes, good evening, Sean. Glad to see you down there in the comment section. And I'm just checking to make sure I made it up to Rumble, because it was being a little wonky earlier, and it looks like we are live there, so nice. Anyways, without further ado, welcome to the show, guys. Nick said, what's up, fuckers? What is up, Nick? Thank you for joining us. Welcome into our Spotlight Stage. Hey, Mecca, what up? What up, we here? Yeah, Mecca, good to see you, brother. It was great having you on the show. We had a great time. Without further ado, welcome to the Spotlight Stage, my man, my boy, my comrade, entering to the battle zone, Mr. G.W. Foley. Oh.
Woo!
Yeah. What is up, motherfuckers? It is Wednesday night. I had to do it a little differently. I just, mix it up a little bit. Can't always be like, "What's up, motherfuckers? It's Wednesday night." I feel like people get too used to that. I have to change it up a little bit. I did get the alert on my phone, even though you can't see it because my phone's being a dick and wants to have me put in my passcode. So I'm like, oh, that fucking sucks. So, important news, world-changing news. McDonald's, the fast food restaurant McDonald's, is now having nachos on their menu.
Woo!
Yes. Unfortunately, they are only available in Spain, because I know when I think Tex-Mex food, I think Spain, because they both speak Spanish.
Of course.
Yeah. I'm interesting to I would go to Spain just to try these, because that's the type of dude I am. It's the same thing. Like, I want to try mixed spaghetti, which is somewhere out in the world. Can't get in the United States because that's horseshit. Come on, every fat guy that goes to McDonald's every once in a while wants some class and get some spaghetti. I think that'd be a great idea. And but the thing that I really want is, I don't know if anyone remembers this, but they used to do chicken fajitas back in the day. With the chicken, the cheese, the bell peppers, and the onions, all in a little flour tortilla, the same size as the breakfast burritos that they still have. They came out at the same time, and that was the shit. It was the best food. You get a sack of them because they were only 59 cents a piece. get like $5 worth and be like, bam, tinnitus. Give me some fucking fajitas. And that was my shit. And I was so disappointed when they fucking got rid of them. They should bring those back and call it the McFoley.
Yeah.
Yes.
Now we're talking.
And maybe like get like a beef fajita, but instead of like actual beef, just use like ground up hamburger. You know, do like the Wendy's things. Chop that fucking hamburger up, throw it in the chili, bam, you're all set. I think that would work wonders. Fucking, I'm great. Now I want some McDonald's. Give me some French fries, some nice chicken nuggies. I fucking love chicken nuggies. Let's see, what else? I fucking hate that. I hate it when I say that. I hate it when other people say that. Fucking pisses me off so much. And here's the problem is whenever you hear me say what else, it's because I'm not fucking prepared. Like, I know I'm gonna go on first. Like I had all fucking day to prepare and be like, I'm gonna do this today. But no, what do? I do some homework, I jack off and take a nap. That was my preparation for today. That is what I did. Did I cook dinner? No. Did I do dishes? No. Did I do housework? No. I jerked off and took a nap. And it wasn't even like it. The worst part is like it wasn't even a good jerk off either. Like, it wasn't like one of those like earth shattering like, oh my god, that was the best ever. It was like I jizzed and I was just like, oh, that was not worth it. Like, you know, like when your orgasm doesn't last that long and you just like like normally you have like that little bit of euphoria afterwards and you're just like, oh yeah, I feel good. No, it wasn't it was like literally like I had my phone, I jerked off, I came, and then all of a sudden like I started flipping through Facebook. Like I feel like the underwhelmed woman in the relationship. Oh good, you did. Perfect. Now I'm gonna go do my nails. It's awful. I like and the worst part is
Oh,
that is rough.
Ooh.
That is super rough.
savage, beautiful assistant.
GW, hold up that beer. It's like it sees through you.
It does.
It's magic.
Yes, I do it because the green reflects with my green screen. So
Like
Very
it.
nice.
yes, that way we don't get like sued by Sierra Nevada because I'm using their beer.
I'm sure they're very upset.
Yeah, I mean it's gonna be totally different once I switch to Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh,
Like that,
Oh.
they're just gonna be like, fuck you, yeah, free advertising.
that's a can that sticks out.
Yeah, they don't ever advertise, do they?
No,
They just
No.
they know their audience. They know who's going to buy it.
yeah, desperate people, and that's why I got it because I was desperate. I was like, I don't have a lot of cash in my fucking bank account. I need some beer for the show. What kind of beer? PBR. It was either that or Rolling Rock, and I can't do Rolling Rock. It's gross.
No.
But this isn't about my beer tasting. This is about me not doing homework. Like, I did homework today, and I was talking to someone while I was doing it. So, you know, I was totally giving 110% to my homework. And I talk about school all the time on this program. Like between that and my car are like the two things I talk about all the fucking time. And so like I told someone I was doing homework and they watched the show and they're like, "Oh, you go to school? Wow, that's weird." I'm like, "How is that weird? Like I've been going to school for 2 years now. like it's now part of my personality." It is now something that, like, instead of being a novelty, it's me in a nutshell. Like, when someone asks my wife, what do I do? She goes, oh, he's a college student. That's it. Yeah. No follow-ups. No, like, but he also works because no, homeboy doesn't. He hasn't had a job in over a year and a half. Like he's like I feel like a loser because I don't work. Well, I do work. That's not true because I work once a month on Saturday nights doing comedy.
Yep.
I have a job. I'm a comic. And I'm not like one of those other people that like say they're a comic, but actually work in a fucking cubicle because they like, oh yeah, I'm a comic. Oh yeah? How do you support yourself? Oh, I have a cubicle job where I work at dealer.com being data entry for people. Oh, so you're not a comic. Yeah. Yeah. The only thing that I get paid for all fucking year long is comedy. That and when my mom gives me money. Like I've been hearing the things how like the great resignation and stuff like that, and they're saying millennials and shit like that. I'm like, I'm not a millennial. Technically, I'm Gen X, but apparently I am a millennial, which makes me feel dirty inside. Like, I don't want to be a millennial. Like, I think of millennials, I think of like little kids, which isn't true because now they're like having kids of their own that are going to be just as fucked up, if not more so, than millennials are.
Sure.
Yep.
We need to talk about the millennials. It's a millennial problem. I would say we need a solution to this problem. I don't know.
Would you say the final solution?
I was going to make that joke, but I didn't want to get kicked off of YouTube. So if things accidentally shut down, you can't blame me. You can blame Mike, but you can't blame me.
Yeah, it was me.
Yes.
It was me.
We look good so far. We'll see.
Okay, good. But that's it for me. Let's leave it on a Jew joke. Fuck it. Let's turn it over to Hickory, the man, the reason why we all gather here.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thank you guys for being here. I do appreciate it. We got some good comments in to begin with. Sean said, this entire world can kiss the crack where my ass should have grown. He also said, I'm waiting for the McMaggots and the side of McFlies. A huge portion of the population cannot taste anything anymore. Perfect timing. Good point, Sean. Yeah. Live in the pod. Eat the bugs.
That's right. Especially after McDonald's, because it just, like,
well,
you ever go a long time without McDonald's and then you eat McDonald's and it's like a salt lick. It's like a squishy salt lick. There's so much sodium in it. It just fries your taste buds.
Yep. Yeah, sometimes it makes your taste buds hurt. Like they get inflamed and shit. Like your body's not supposed to do this. Sean said about the beautiful assistant's dig at Hickory, not very becoming. No, too early becoming is what she was saying. Nick said, Voodoo Ranger here for me tonight. Yeah, not a bad choice. I like the newest one they released. It's the orange can. It's a hazy imperial, and it's called like Juice Ranger or something like that. But it's got a very like OJ type notes to it. It's really nice. Nick said kind of like the shrimp tail frosted flakes or corn flakes, whatever it was. Yeah, the shrimp flake cinnamon toast crunch. That was Topanga's boyfriend. I remember that story. Yeah. Yeah, it's fun when people reference stories we covered. That's cool. Yeah. Anyways, without further ado, I'm going to do what I do, which is shut the fuck up and do a card trick. So, yes, Juice Force is way better. That's what I meant to say, Juice Force. And he's got like a little aviator. The Voodoo Ranger guy has an aviator jacket and goggles on. Yeah, Juice Force is the best Voodoo
like
Ranger.
A bad rapper.
Could be. Or at least a dead one. I'm going to riffle down through. Mike, you're going to say stop whenever you'd like. We're going to select you a card.
All right. Stop.
Right there. Is that one good for you? You like that one?
That one's good. Oh, yeah.
Okay. That is a beautiful card, my friend. So let's take that. And next, so as you know, the rule goes, I never sign your name on the card because that would be too easy for me to. I know you were going to be on the show. That would be kind of a letdown. But so I'll have you pick a name, a place, a thing, a number combination, anything you'd like me to write on this card to signify this card is yours. Not something I would have thought of before. So not like Hickory Rules or the Beautiful Assistants Mean, anything like that.
Okay, so person, place, thing.
Yeah. A noun. It could be a number combination. That would work too because it would be unique to you and I wouldn't have thought of it before the show.
Oh, okay. All right. How about Mississippi?
Oh, okay.
No, wait, that's easy to spell. Nah, that'll work.
That'll work?
Yeah, it'll work.
I'll say, I'm pretty sure last time I had you do this, you were giving me... I fucked it up already. So we're going to rate it twice, and the first time it'll be wrong, and that'll really indicate that Mississippi, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I had to sing the song. Missis.
Well, in the first one, I just wrote Mississippi.
That's how they say it down there.
Mississippi.
You boys from Mississippi. It's the Mississippiest motherfucking place you ever been at. And so what I'm going to do is take your card and put it into the middle-ish of the deck and get that nice and lost. And we'll give her an old... Oh, I didn't do it high enough. We'll give her a one-handed cut. That really helps the... There we go. Not very good with the camera angle here. I apologize. But I'm pretty sure this time last year, actually it was just before Valentine's Day last time, but you were on the show. I did a cool little thing with the box of chocolates.
Oh, yes. Yeah, I remember that.
Which I managed to score.
Nice.
So I felt like it was the time, considering, Valentine's candy was on clearance the other day, that we'd repeat that, and I would snap and show you that. Well, oh, look at that. There was a signed card, and it was an ace. Oh shit. Oh, anyway, but that one's definitely not Mississippi.
That's true.
Don't worry, it was a false card. False card. So I'm going to just be very, very fair and show that your card is no longer in the deck. But there's been a box of chocolates on screen the whole time. So without further ado, I can show you that the box of chocolates is sealed. We do have a sealed box here.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
That's what I hear. If we were to...
Oh.
And a sealed box of chocolates, my friend. There's a blue card. They even smell like cheap chocolate. It's
Oh. Oh. Mississippi.
And that's how that
Very
works.
nice.
Yep. Now let's see what the chocolates are. We got cocoa, caramel, strawberry. None of those sound particularly good, to be honest.
Yeah.
They're chocolates.
It's no Ghirardelli.
Yeah. But yeah, that was a fun little piece. I figured I would I'd pull that back out from the vault because I haven't done that one. There's certain things you only get to do once a year.
It's true.
As a magician, the Halloween themed stuff is really fun, but it doesn't really, fly around Christmas. And
It should.
It should.
I agree. And there should be, I should be able to do that at any show, any time of the year. But, chocolate hearts are only really available around Valentine's, and you only got about 2 days to get them on clearance. So it's a short-lived...
So, if around Father's Day, would you be able to pull a card out of my dad's casket?
Yes. But you got to dig to it because that's way more work than a magician's phone to put in.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. Anyways, without further ado, welcoming to our spotlight stage a friend I'm very glad to have back on the show. We've Been wanting him back on for a little bit, and we finally got there. So without further ado, welcoming to our spotlight stage, our main man, Mr. Mike Gray.
Hey, what's going on, everybody?
Woo!
Welcome.
Woo! So, it's 2022, and there's a lot of weird stuff going on. Like, I feel like science sometimes gives us things that nobody needed or we didn't ask for. And I don't know if you guys get this too. But lately, they've been talking about increasing the longevity of human life. And they're saying that maybe in our lifetime, we could see ages of up to and exceeding 140 years. 140. Nobody wants to live that long because, first of all, the age of retirement would be like 108.
Yeah.
You're not going to want to get there and then work for another 32 years because you're not going to age gracefully. You're going to age up until about a normal 90-year-old now. And then that's it. You're going to be stuck like that for 50 years. 50 years of oh man, my hip hurts. My knee is swelling up again. I think a storm's coming. 50 years stuck like that. It's going to be the worst. And they try to sell it to you too. They're like, you could see your great grandkids. Don't you want that? Don't you want to see the next 6 generations? No, I don't. No, because now what am I going to do? Apologize to the next 6 generations to their face, no less. Like, oh yeah, buddy, I'm sorry. We tried to offset all the use of fossil fuels, and now all these electric cars, batteries got to the bottom of the ocean, and there's no potable water, and that's why we have to drink our own pee. I'm sorry. I don't know what to say, man. That means you'd be middle-aged at 70 years old. Like, 70. That's, you want that middle-age, like midlife crisis, where you got to wait till you're 70 now. You got to wait till you're 70 to buy that Corvette or that boat impulsively. You want to run off with that hot, like, 55-year-old? Got to wait till you're 70 now. 70. I don't want to be middle-aged when I'm 70. I want to be on death's door when I'm 70. I want to have one foot in the grave with nicotine reaching for the other foot and depression behind me with a shovel. That's where I want to be at 70. One field that's really messed up is computer science because they're going real overboard with the meta and the what are they calling it? It's not meta. It was metaverse, and then there's another one that's similar to the metaverse. Basically, just a VR reality world that you live in. Because that sounds so awesome. That sounds terrifying. Because Meta had this commercial. Right. First of all, Facebook now calling itself Meta is creepy. You guys feel the same?
Yeah.
Because Meta means the next level.
Yep.
Like the next thing, like metamorphosis. What does meta mean in this sense? What is it the next level of? Is it evolution? Because I don't think Zuckerberg should have his spindly little fingers in that pie. I'd keep him the hell away from it. But they had a commercial, and in this commercial, you've probably seen it. There's these bunch of kids, and they're looking at this painting. And then this weird house music starts painting. And if house music is the way of the future, I'm killing myself now. But this house music starts playing, and they start going into the painting. And then it's like a buffalo and a tiger, and the tiger's like eating the buffalo, but then they both start like kind of grooving with the music, and then they go inside the painting, and they're looking around like, oh man, this is so cool. Meta. Yet advertising for hard drugs is illegal. What the fuck, America? Because you could get the same exact experience on acid at any art gallery. But somehow that's a faux pas. But this meta thing is going to take over our lives. And it really, I guess it's like part of it is a VR chat. So you get to go in there and choose your avatar and, fight with your family at a digital Thanksgiving dinner about politics. Your sister for some reason, she chose a squid. So she's just sitting at the table. It's just, it's a horrible idea, man. I really don't understand it. And, I would joke about COVID, but I don't know if I want to get this pulled. So
Save that for the after show.
oh yeah, I'll save that for the after show. By the way, the after show in no way reflects me as a person. I'm very sorry if somebody.
I'll take responsibility for everything Mike says in the after show.
That's right. Okay. Good. You know, it's like we're going to talk about this later, but a little bit with like Joe Rogan saying the N-word and people piling onto him for it. It's like, if you vote, I have very bad news for you, because everybody you vote for on any part has said the N-word. Anybody has said it accidentally. I said it yesterday, not even 10 years ago. I stubbed my toe really hard and just no other word would do it. That was the only word that worked. So I said it. I'm sorry. I realized that people's feelings were hurt. Probably my dog, because he was the one that was right there. And anytime I yell, he just freaks out. So yeah, and that's all I got for you guys tonight. But,
Well, thanks for coming on. It is time for that jarring part. Are you gentlemen ready?
Yes.
For the jarring part. Oh, I forgot to switch the thingy, and there, and boom, and now we have AOC on the panel.
What's up, guys?
That's, yeah. Mike, thanks for joining us. Yeah, that is AOC representing Collen to your left.
Yes.
If you want to get freaky later, you can have two of them. Yeah, you like that?
Just do the bongos on the butt.
That's right. Bongos. Okay, anyways. We had some fun comments in to the Magic. Thomas McElhenney. That's a great last name. If I wasn't high, I wouldn't have believed it about the card trick. Thank you, Thomas. I appreciate that, brother. I'm glad that you stumbled upon a stream on Facebook and there was a drunk magician performing magic live, because that's probably magic in itself. I can't imagine that's a regular occurrence, because as far as I know, I'm the only person who calls themselves a drunk magician, even though there's plenty of magicians who get drunk. Sean says, truckers in Canada were given their final notice to leave on paper. Someone needs to reset the holodeck. We are going to get into that one later on in the show.
We are.
Don't you worry, Sean. We are going to talk about the truckers, but first, we're going to talk about some idiot from Vermont. This was in Enosburg. How the drunk is this news? Principal said the most offensive word in private. Oh hell no! He said him over the intercom. We got this breaking. This is from Vermont Digger, who seems to be I don't know what, like the only one of the few news sources in Vermont, G-dubs, that like actually digs on stuff.
Yeah, they're also left-leaning, and
yeah, I mean, I'm not going to give them.
it's Vermont.
Yeah, everything's left leaning. Our Republican governor is left leaning. So, education, Vermont Digger. Enosburg Falls High School principal placed on leave after using offensive language over school's intercom. From Peter Daria, this is February 11th. They write, the principal of Enosburg Falls High School was put on leave Friday for using offensive language over the intercom system during the school's morning announcements. Morning announcements, not even the day ending. This is how he kicked the kid's day off. Can you imagine how much shit they must have been talking all day after this happened? School's morning announcements a day earlier. In what he called a terrible and inexcusable mistake, Principal Joseph Donneram apologized for repeating racist and homophobic language that allegedly been used by Enosburg fans in basketball games days prior. I was trying to teach students the kind of words that could never be used. Donneram said in a Friday letter to community members, just by using those words, I perpetrated the harm I was trying to prevent.
See,
I want to call this dude all those words now.
I thought that he was quoting seven dirty words. And that would have been way better.
Oh, yeah. Oh, there's an echo. Yep. Thank you, Nick. I apologize. It should be fixed now. Vermont Digger on Thursday obtained a video of the morning announcements apparently taken by a student. In it, Dornan can be heard clearly saying offensive language over the intercom. Students are using words like the N word, the F word, the D word, freak, and the R word, which I'm not quite sure what that is.
I do.
Oh,
I
okay.
do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
We can save
Darnarms.
that for the after show.
Yes,
Yes,
we will.
yeah.
Donarm says using a racial slur, 2 homophobic slurs, an offensive word. Oh, okay, got it.
Mhm.
Why is there 2 lines? Is that a mistake then? Because that's why I got confused. Because there's like an R and 2 lines. It's not just one. But then again, same with the N and the F, but not the D. Is that just dick?
No,
Oh no,
I
it's not. It's the other one. Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Close.
I think they're doing the 2 lines for syllables.
Oh.
Because notice how the F has 2 lines.
Yep.
But
And
the
the
D
N has
has
2
one.
lines. Yep. And the R's is in the wrong spot. Using a racial slur, 2 homophobic slurs, and an offensive word for people with intellectual disabilities.
Freak, though. I mean, really.
Yeah.
Freak.
Well, let's be honest, Mike. I mean, normal is an offensive word to some people now.
It's true.
Like to be referred to as normal, as in fitting the norm, is offensive. So we're,
I can see if they added freak to like the other words.
Yeah.
Like you are word freak.
Freak, bitch.
Yeah, that sounds like something you're looking for in a spouse, not not a derogatory slur. The students taking the video seem surprised at the principal's words and appeared to laugh, which raises the question: why the hell was he recording the morning announcements? I wasn't allowed to have a phone out in school.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyways, Vermont Digger.
So who's
They
more?
didn't
Who
have
should be
fun.
more in trouble right now? I say the kids. I say the kids should be in trouble.
Vermont Digger contacted Donnerham and Franklin Northeast Supervisory Union Superintendent Lynn Coda on Friday morning for comment on the video. Following the inquiry, Donnerham and Coda shared letters they wrote to the Enosburg Falls high staff. Enosburg Falls high staff. They're all high down there. Watch out. It's not a high school. They're just high staff.
That's right.
Community members, it's unclear those letters were sent. In the letter, Coda wrote she was disappointed in Donnerham's remarks and said that he had been placed on paid administrative leave. The use of those words, especially broadcast to the whole school, is inconsistent with our expectations for performance, Coda said. Yeah, I'm going to say that's probably like something you shouldn't do.
Someone's not getting a raise.
His heart was in the right place. He's like, you shouldn't say these words that I'm going to say right now. And then, but I mean, I think in a way, yeah, it's unprofessional, but he's trying to prove a point too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
He kind of had his Papa John moment,
Yeah,
he was trying to tell you like the things you shouldn't say, and it got taken out of context because saying a line like what he said was, students are using the words like blank, 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 and blank. He's not using them against anybody. He was explaining the context of them. But I don't expect the liberal teachers to get the difference between using a slur against somebody and discussing its history or usage and how it's inappropriate. Because, I don't give them a whole lot of credit anymore.
No.
This reminds me of, so my last job was a corporate job. And we had weekly trainings that were mandatory that we had to go to. And this one time, it was human resources, and their the mandatory not racist training, but like the harassment training that we had to do, and we went through the training, and at the end they did an office clip going like just doing everything that like they just said that we shouldn't do because they were talking about harassment, and that's the type of thing that it's a parody amongst itself, really. When an educator is using these words to make a point that you shouldn't use those words. Like, I think it's fantastic. I think it's beautiful. I don't think anything should have happened to him. I think that if anything, he should be given a raise and moved up a position. Like, if there's anything above principal, like super principal, like give him the title of super principal, because that's the type of high tech ingenuity and thinking that we need as a country to. It's like if a cop pulled you over with a gun and shot you to prove that guns are dangerous.
Yeah.
Like just beautiful.
Yep.
It reminds me of a little bit of like spanking a child because the child pushed somebody. Like you're doing the same thing that you're scolding the other people for. Like maybe let's rethink this.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
But what I'd really like is if he came back on the day he got hired back, G-Dubs, and really, really loud speakers outside the that song In Paris by Jay-Z and Kanye just started to play in the background, like bump, 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 and he just walked in all strutting his shit, like, yeah. I don't know.
I got away with it.
That's right. I said it. Suck a dick. I don't care.
Starts playing the N-Word album by Richard Pryor.
Yep. The Sean said earlier that depends on the definition of normal. I was talking about the word normal being offensive. Yeah, I agree. Just remember, as long as you enjoy the new normal, Sean, it's not offensive. That's
right.
It's what everybody likes.
New normal.
Get your 4th booster and put on your goddamn 3 masks and go out
with the
and
pantyhose.
Yeah, and put the VR headset on and live in the fucking pod. Sean said, what amazed me the most is people are getting in trouble for the wind merely blowing across their vocal cords. Yeah, it's fascinating, dude.
I have to quote Doug Stanhope here. If you were offended by any word in any language, it's probably because your parents were unfit to raise a child.
I love that bit. And then he's like, the parents looked at this baby and said, oh my God, it's so fragile and precious. How can we make it even more fucking weak?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, thank you. I love Stanhope. He's
me
my
too.
hero. And I wish, I don't know. Is he still doing stuff? Is he still touring and shit?
Yeah. Yes.
I just saw an announcement for a California tour, and then he's going over to Europe.
He was in Boston in September, but I got COVID that week, so I couldn't go. Yeah.
I wish I had known, because that was back before they were all into mandates and shit down there.
Yeah. Well, the masks were required. You had to keep them on.
Oh yeah, that doesn't bug me. It's the give me your papers when you get to the venue. That we went, like when we went and saw Guar, they warned us like 2 weeks ahead of time.
Oh yeah.
Like literally 2 weeks ahead of time, and then they didn't even check. So like I went well out of my way to go get my negative tests just for them to not care.
Yeah.
You sons
That
of
sounds
bitches.
like the Palladium.
Yep. It was a good show though.
Yeah.
GW and I started our first ever "Let's Go Brandon" chant because like at the end they hadn't killed anybody political in the show yet, so it was like, dude, they got to do Biden at the end. Like it's got to be right. Like that's like the thing is like the modern president needs to be killed by Guar. And like I looked over and kind of backstage, you could see the top of like the white hair on the guy, and I was like, G-Dubs, this is our chance. Let's start a "Let's Go Brandon" chant. And so we started it, and I was like nervous because the people around us, like, I didn't know how they were going to respond. Literally a minute later, the entire bottom, because we were up in the second balcony, the entire fucking downstairs a minute later is doing like, "Let's go Brandon, fuck Joe Biden."
That's
let's
awesome.
Go. Oh yeah, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful thing. It made me so happy. Well, especially when the guy like 2 rows in front of us just like doubled over laughing that we were starting a "Let's Go Brandon" chant. Like,
that's awesome.
This might be my chance, and I might never ever get this chance in public again. And it would be amazing if Biden came out on stage during a Guar show to everybody chanting "Let's Go Brandon," and that's what happened. It was amazing. Anyway, speaking of new normal and people ignoring it, we're going to talk about this. I pulled it from Breitbart because they had the most amount of photos and videos. But watch, celebrities defy COVID restrictions and go maskless at Super Bowl
56.
Is it 56?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. I was going to say 61. But
no.
I'm not good with Roman numerals, you know? Not a Roman. We'll take D. Snyder's advice, though. When in Rome, fuck a Roman. That was like, thank you, D. That was not bad. I won't ask you for anything else, but
Love D. Snyder. He's cool shit.
They say during the montage of celebrities at the Super Bowl, few, if any, were wearing masks, even though masks are required at mega events in Los Angeles. And you got this video from Clay Travis. They said, here's the video of every celebrity without a mask during the Super Bowl, but every kid in California will have to be wearing them tomorrow in school. They must be all holding their breaths the entire game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll turn on the audio. We got this little clip. Hopefully this doesn't get a... It shouldn't.
Here. We got Jay-Z. Damon. Lisa Theron is here.
So we got Matt Damon, Lisa Theron, Jay-Z.
LeBron.
Of all the people. Right? LeBron. Of all the people.
Yeah, they had really strict. We got another echo.
Oh, yeah, that's because I had the audio on for that. Sorry.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the NBA had really strict requirements, didn't they? Like, you couldn't go out. You couldn't go out at all.
Yeah. And
even if everyone around you was tested and all that shit, he was like, no, you're off the team for the next couple weeks to quarantine.
Yeah, absolutely crazy. Okay, here, let's keep this going. Make her a little big. There we go. Oh, unmute again. Sorry.
Jennifer and Ben. Yeah, it's Smith.
There you go. There's my kind of celebrity.
Yeah, now we're talking. I mean, where else would they be?
That was it for that one. But we got more. Don't you guys worry.
Yay!
Yeah, so in this one, I'm not sure who this dude is.
That's Matt Damon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, wearing a Boston Strong shirt in L.A.
Mm-hmm.
Drinking a White Claw.
Not a single celebrity wearing a mask. This is from Clay Travis. Not a single celebrity wearing a mask. Yeah, kids. Los Angeles loves celebrities but hate children. I got another one here. Chris Tucker. We got Anthony Garcia. LeBron. Wahlberg. Just talking on a phone. Like, the list goes on and on. Nobody. Sean Penn. Ellen DeGeneres was there. Like, the list goes on. Oh, there we go. There's a good one of Ellen right there. God, she looks more and more like a leather bag every day, right?
Yeah.
Not where I thought you were going with that.
Well, I didn't want to use one of the words that the principal used, you know. Oh! Look at that. We got The Rock. The guy who threw... who defended Joe Rogan until he threw him under the bus. The Rock himself.
When did he throw him under? Oh, it was after the second controversy.
Yes. Yep. The non-controversy controversy.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's The Rock. Yep. So lots of celebrities at the Super Bowl. Not a mask in sight. Oh, Nick's got a good point. I wasn't going to bring that up because I thought it was like such a non-story, and I did think about doing it as why the drunk is this news this week. He said the big talk was Snoop smoking before the halftime show. Oh, I said hashtime show. I guess that was a Freudian slip. Before the halftime show. Lol, I'm not surprised he wasn't smoking on the stage. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things. Like, I'm amazed that people were amazed that happened.
Yeah, yeah.
Because who cares? It's L.A., dude. Like, you're allowed to shoot people there practically. Like, weed's not a big deal anymore.
Yeah.
I'm surprised half the staff or talent that was on the stage weren't high. Like, I mean, Eminem, I get it. He's sober, but.
Nick said, right? It's Snoop. Yeah, dude. It's the only time I've ever seen staff at the Pickle Barrel in Killington be like, yeah, no, stop harassing people for weed. He actually stopped at one point during the first show I saw him and was like, hey, you give that kid a hard time for smoking weed, I'm leaving. And the bouncers just looked up and were like, well, we're not causing a riot. Continue. But yeah, no, it would have surprised me if it was M. Then again, who cares? It's weed. It's California. It's legal there anyways. It's LA. Nobody cares. I'm more concerned about these idiot celebrities making voting in the direction that says kids should be wearing masks all the time and then not wearing masks in public.
Absolutely.
Even
yeah.
though double standards seem to be the only standards a lot of these people have.
Well, think of it this way: how else are they going to get on television if they if they have a mask on? Like, how are they supposed to know
But shouldn't
which
they be virtue
celebrity?
signaling about how much they care by wearing the mask? And they could just wear a branded mask.
Yeah, see, so it's more about being seen than it is spreading a deadly disease.
Yeah, something that,
You know?
Yeah,
yeah, it's lethal. It's the the airborne Ebola. But I mean, it's okay because it's LA, and like
Right.
literally, if the entire population that attended the Super Bowl vanished from the face of the earth tomorrow, nobody would be like, "Oh, okay,
Learn
man.
to swim.
That's right."
See
Be
you
like,
down in Arizona Bay.
they'd be like,
Hey, Duke,
"Yeah,
what'd you do?
you get them, buddy.
yeah."
Nah, it's my girlfriend. He's grabbing. It's okay, bud. Hey, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Oh, I thought he was growling at you. I'm like, "Oh, co-star on the show."
Hey, you okay?
Sean said it'll be the malinformants and a battle to the death in next year's Super Bowl halftime show.
Hey.
Yeah. Did you see that DHS statement, by the way?
No,
G-dubs about how mis, dis, and malinformation is like the biggest terrorism threat to this country right now.
Ugh.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's only gonna get worse. It's only gonna
Well,
get worse.
See, here's the thing that I love that's going on, and this is kind of a side note to the whole what we're talking about. But so in 2012, Obama signed in the National Defense Bill or law. I'm getting the name wrong.
National
Well,
Defense
be-
Act, like the NDA.
Yeah, where it says that if you're a terrorist, you can be indefinitely held without
Yep.
anything, without trial, without due cause.
Without due process.
Yeah. And now they're expanding the definition of terrorist to anyone who doesn't agree with you. Which
It doesn't agree with the establishment.
Yeah. I think that this is a dangerous precedent that we're having, because now if you disagree with the president, you're labeled a terrorist and can be held indefinitely.
Which, even though you don't know what he's saying half the time, so how
Yeah,
do you know
you're
if
right.
you disagree with him or not? Because I'm not gonna lie, I fully support true and honest shaman of pressure. I just wish he would start applying it. That's a callback to an earlier show. I don't know if you know about that, Mike.
Oh, I don't know.
That was a Biden quote from a speech during his campaign where he said I'm going to apply true and honest shaman of pressure. In that same speech, he used the word Batacalf care because apparently,
you guys, it's President Joe Biden.
so yeah. The funny part was that Lauren Boebert, she's the rep from Colorado, like the Pro 2A one from Colorado, who made a post on Twitter that was like, "I'm really upset with Joe Biden's first year. I haven't even seen him apply the true and honest shaman of pressure yet." And she got like a bunch of the Trump reply guys and all these like popular figures at the top of the left on Twitter to be like, "I think the the raccoons in Lauren Boebert's head finally ate the wires," and like making fun of her for saying true and honest shaman of pressure, even though they were, technically mocking Biden. Is Puppers all right?
I think so. He, every now and then he'll throw a fit, and none of
Oh.
us know why. It's really weird.
Oh.
Because he wants attention.
Yeah, probably. No, I don't know. He does it randomly, and like one time he jumped off the couch, and I think he like his claw hooked to the rug, and he kind of like rolled his ankle. But then he started going at my girlfriend, thinking that maybe she was the one who hurt him, and he like came over and sat on my foot. And then he was okay after a few minutes, but it seems kind of random. I don't know what happened that time.
That's weird.
Oh,
It's super weird. I mean, he had parvo when he was a puppy, and they say that sometimes when they get older, they start getting a little aggressive because parvo dehydrates you and it does a little bit of brain damage.
Oh, poor
Yeah, it
Puppers.
sucks.
Sean said that this was last enacted during Woodrow Wilson's administration during World War One.
Oh yeah, Woodrow Wilson's letter of apology.
Yes.
I never read it, but I heard it's a fetching read.
It's a thing. Are we going to get one of those now? For the past 2 years? I doubt it.
No, probably
let's move right into the last one. This will be kind of the last one for the main show, but we're going to get into it. Oh, banner. There we go. It's good to see the truckers and freedom are winning. I have this story pulled up from 10Z Talk. I'm pretty sure this is a Canadian outlet, but they say the truckers are winning. 2/3 of Canadians now want to end all COVID-19 restrictions.
You know, it's funny because it's like you really do wonder what the end game is because the vaccines are out. And yes, they don't prevent you from getting COVID. They just prevent the severity of COVID. So that right there, you're not going to die, basically.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, like, why do you have to keep these restrictions going? Why do you have to keep masks and keep capacity limits and all this stuff? Like,
so not entirely sure how real this this article is because it does say by doctor.
doctor.
But, you know, we'll go on. It does have 0 comments. It was published yesterday. But I just figured it had a great headline, which was that at least is a true fact checkable statement. And also that the other provinces, the other, what are they called? The prime, not the prime minister. That's Trudeau. The premiers. Premiers are starting to roll back all
like the governors, basically.
all the mandates in their territories. And yeah, it seems like the tide is turning finally after 4 weeks. Nick said USA or USCACA.
US caca.
Yeah, I like some us caca. That sounds naughty. Nick said Trudeau's running with the tail between his legs right now. Yeah, much like
I actually have that on my phone, and it's 2 U.S. flags and 2 Canadian flags, so it wasn't US caca.
Oh, okay, nice. I like that. I wish it would show up in that though.
Yeah,
that would be cool. But yeah, so yeah, have you been, Mike? You've been following the trucker protests? You aware
I've been
of what's
trying
going
to
on?
a little bit, you know, because I think it's funny that truckers are like, I don't exactly know, were they blocking the border or were they?
Well, that happened afterwards. Initially, it was just an occupation of Ottawa, where they basically all drove into Ottawa around Parliament and just shut the city down because they all parked and basically had a block party. And then they honked their horns and they cleaned up trash and they cooked food and they hung out.
Dude, it sounds like a blast. Why can't they do that here?
Yeah, exactly. I would appreciate it if they would come on down here now.
And, you know, it's funny because
Nick said convoy headed to DC next month. I hear that. I'm interested to see what happens.
Right, they're going to get all arrested and shot.
Yeah.
It could be, yeah, it very well could start the shot. It could be the shot heard around the world, as they say.
Yeah.
It could be really that moment that kicks off the Second American Civil War.
Yeah.
Who knows?
There was,
I don't think people would take kindly to a bunch of fucking friendly mixed race trucker getting gunned down by a fucking National Guardsman. Mm-hmm. That's probably not going to play too well, no matter how well CNN tries to call him a white supremacist. I think the second you have a black or Indian or Hispanic trucker dead next to their truck because of a federal agent, yeah, it's gonna be hard to cover that one up.
They're only gonna kill the white ones. It'll be fine.
I heard that there was one guy who had a Confederate flag at the truckers' protest, and they immediately kicked him out. They're like, "We don't need this. Get the hell out."
Yeah, there was.
He may have been a plant.
Well, there was a guy with a World War II symbol flag. I don't know if we'll get flagged for saying it. He had a swastika flag, and but he was on the second floor of a hotel that is frequented by politicians in Canada, away from the protesters, because I'm pretty sure he knows that he would have gotten the shit beat out of him down on the protest line, because that would have been.
Like a Confederate flag will get you kicked out of something. A Nazi flag will you get your ass kicked.
Yep, that's true. And the irony of a dude showing up in Canada with a Confederate flag, is like, dude, nobody cares.
No, yeah.
Like if anything, all he sees that as is a rebel flag. Or he probably knows it as the flag that's on top of the General Lee. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah.
Like, that's as much as a Canadian knows about. Like, do they learn American history? I don't know, but
Yeah, I don't think they do.
American the War of 1812.
yeah, like I'm pretty sure we don't even learn all that good of fucking American history, considering we all call that the Confederate flag,
Mhm.
and it's not the flag of the Confederacy. It's like
Yeah.
it's the
Well,
battle flag.
That symbol was present on all the flags, as far as I know, but there was like one that was just white, and it was up at the corner, and then there was a lot of variations of
Yep.
it.
But that one was specifically the battle flag of, I think, Georgia. Can't
Mhm.
remember. I'd have to look it up to make sure my history's right. But that was not even what they considered the flag of the Confederacy. Nick said, how many lot lizards do you think are going to show up? That's a good question. Do you think there's more lot lizards than truckers up in Ottawa right now?
Yeah.
Um,
You think there even are lot lizards? I mean, it's fucking cold up there.
Right?
Oh yeah, no, there are because I've seen them.
In Canada?
Yeah,
Oh, damn.
There's got to be, dude. If there's truckers, there's lizards. You know, it's just a thing that
and
it's like a
the
yin
way of
and
the
yang
road,
thing.
buddy. It's the way of the road.
Yeah, that's right. Can you imagine a Canadian prostitute? Oh, hey there, big feller.
It'd be like banging that chick from Fargo. Oh yeah, yeah, Dad. Oh, oh,
Oh there, big fella.
oh, you're so big, yeah.
Oh yeah, don't you know?
Like, well, the good news is I paid for an hour. I'm gonna get my money because it's gonna take me that long to finish with that accent going on.
Well, you
But-
you pay for an hour. You get what, an hour and 15 minutes now? Is that what the exchange rate is?
Oh, well done, my friend. But that's pretty much it for the normal section. You guys, you have anything you want to say before we hop on over to the dark side, Mike?
The dark side.
Well,
Oh.
we'll stay. You'll stay here, but we won't stay live on YouTube and Facebook. We're gonna end the. We're gonna end the normal show. We're gonna go to the after show.
All right. With no one is invited to.
Oh no, they know. They can find it. There's links.
Oh shit.
Yeah. No, you'll be seen. You'll just be able to, say things. That place where we get called the malinformants. That's where we're headed.
No.
Is
all right.
the place where we end up on the terrorist watch list. But it's cool because I'm waiting for my Black Hawk like they gave the Taliban. That's really all I want is I want to get on that list so I can get my free helicopter.
I just want my Toyota Helix.
Nick said $20 from every trucker. They're going to be rich.
Yeah.
Nick said, good show, guys. Thank you, Nick.
Oh, thanks,
Feel free
Nick.
to join us over on Rumble. Search Hickory TDAU. I am over there. I'm 5 subscribers away from owning rumble.com/Hickory TDAU, which will be awesome.
yeah.
So please
Yeah.
sign up and join.
Is that the
and follow me there.
the YouTube alternative?
Yes, sir.
Oh hell yeah! I'll have to get that.
Yep. And they'll automatically back up your channel. So you can sync your YouTube channel to your Rumble, and it'll convert everything from YouTube right over, and it'll bring all the information with it.
Oh, that's awesome.
Which is awesome. And then you can also do things like do Rumble exclusives here and there. Like when people request a song that I don't think I can react to fairly on YouTube, I'll just put it up on Rumble and just let people know. Like send out a thing on my YouTube that's like, hey, by the way, guys. Anyways, Nick said they now have unnamed Blackhawks. Send me the link, Hickory. You got it, sir. Let me.
You got that?
Yeah, I'm on it. Just gotta find Nick in my. Boom. Okay, that should hook it up, Nick. I felt like. Okay, awesome. Mike, anything you want to plug or say before you get out of here?
Well, I have one big plug, but I don't know how many people would really see that. In 1 week from today, I will be in Austin, Texas.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
Awesome, man.
we're going to be there for a couple weeks, and there, and then we're going to go to Dallas, Fort Worth. So I got one show down there so far. I'm going to hit a bunch of mics. Hopefully, I'll get on Kill Tony. But I don't really have many shows right now, and I would. Oh, actually, I'm going to put this plug out. I really want to do my podcast right after dark, but I need a producer.
Nice.
So if anyone wants to help me out with that,
I hear that. I would love a producer for the show.
yeah, it'd be nice.
So good. Maybe we just all need to pitch in and buy one.
Something, yeah.
You know,
that'd be
we
something.
could all.
Well, if I wasn't going to school, I would totally do it.
Like, if you weren't on the show, you could totally.
oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
yeah.
that's like the only real thing other than like a couple more nice cameras preventing me from doing this show, like in person with a live studio audience. Is literally, I'm not able to be on stage and direct and also push all the buttons. But maybe someday I'll get the technology figured out to where I can. That would be cool. I'll have like an armband, like an Iron Man thing on my arm, and then you'll just see me like pressing buttons all the time.
I can see that.
It's possible. I am a drunk magician. I may be able to pull it off. Anyway, so for those of you not joining us on the other side, we'll see you over there. For those of you who end it here, thank you guys for joining us. Mike, thank you for being here.
Yes,
G-Dubs,
thank you.
Thanks for hanging out. I'm, of course, Hickory, the Drunken Unnormaling. That has been episode 42 of the normal program, Drunken Under Quarantine Show, Season 2, presented by the Woolen Comedy Club. And we will see you guys next week. Until then, cheers. Drunk Magician out.
And so I didn't get a chance to take my pants off.